Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my vlog. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different than kind of a follow me around type of video. I wanted to make a 10 things that I learned about college video, and I know this is kind of before anybody would be going off to college since it is the summer, but I thought it would be cool to make it now and kind of give you guys time through the summer to kind of get this stuff put in place, because a lot of it's things that you do before you go to college. So without further ado, I hope you like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe down below. I will try to be posting a lot more often than I have been now since it is summer and I will have more time. But otherwise, let's get back into our video. Okay guys, so the first tip I have is to know yourself and make a livable and buildable schedule. I know that I'm not a morning person, and so I didn't try to take any like 8:30 a.m. classes. I know I have friends who did, and they were like, yeah, I can totally wake up multiple times a week and make it to class across campus at 8 a.m. That's totally fine. And then they just didn't end up going, and it wasn't fun. It was just quite a struggle. So make sure that you know yourself, the kind of person you are, and don't make a schedule that you can't keep. And don't force yourself to do things that are just unrealistic for you. Another tip I have is to spend time getting to know your roommate before you commit to living with them. I have my own stories along this, but definitely when you're meeting your roommate either on like an online chat site or if you knew them before, just to know their living style and who they are as a person. Don't just ask questions like, what's your major? Where are you from? Ask questions like, are you bringing your boyfriend over every weekend? What time do you go to sleep? Are you a clean living person? Things like that, because I mean, if you go to sleep at 8 o'clock and then your roommate goes to sleep at midnight and they play their music all day and, you know, jam out to crazy screamo music all night, and they have to sleep with the lights on, or their boyfriend's constantly over, things like that that you may not be cool with, just to know that before you say, yeah, I want to live with you, or kindly duck out. Definitely just be honest about that and get it out in the open before you live together. My third tip is to pick a good dining plan. I had a huge problem with this because I thought, yeah, I'm gonna eat 3 times a day like normal people do, and I have so many options around me that I'm just gonna eat all the time and, like, you know, keep myself going. But in reality, I was lazy and only ate once a day, and then I just like had snacks here and there, which was fine for me. I wasn't hungry, but I had way too high of a dining plan, and so I had just money to spare all the time, and it got to the point where like I wouldn't be able to roll my money over at the end of the quarter, so I'd have my parents come and we'd go grocery shopping, like hundreds of dollars worth of grocery shopping just to spend my dining money because I couldn't keep it, and it just got insane. So make sure that you know, like, if I eat a lot now, to give yourself that dining plan, and if you know you don't eat that much or one giant bowl of pasta is going to be fine for you that day, then do that. My fourth tip is to have a backup plan for assignments. There's been many a time where friends of mine or myself has been working on a project and then suddenly their computer decides to update and it doesn't save, or your computer crashes and destroys your photo project you've been working on all night and it's due tomorrow and you just don't have any backup plan for that. And having a device to store your things on just in case something does happen is key to your success. So I know I use like an external storage for, like, it was like a terabyte or something that I could put everything on, and hey, if my computer did crash in the middle of the night before my midterm is due, I just reopen up my saved document on my research paper and I was good to go. You don't have to write it all over again. So make sure that you look for a way to do that, or have a very, very sturdy computer. My fifth tip is to make an effort with old and new friends. I know I'm the type of person who, if I have downtime, I kind of like hide away and don't really want to socialize because I'm just tired and don't want to hang out with people all the time. But if you just constantly am by yourself, then it's harder to make those connections and have those friendships that when you do want to go out, you don't really know a lot of people. So make that effort to meet people, as well as keep those relationships with your friends from home. You are going to be going home if it's on a break, if it's over the summer, whatever it is, you are going to be going home. And if you don't talk to anybody from home, even every once in a while, and then you awkwardly go back and you're like, hey guys, want to hang out? And they're like, haven't heard from you in 6 months. I mean, that's going to be weird. So make sure that you keep those friendships intact. And the people that you don't like, say goodbye to them. You don't need them in your life, but the ones that you do want to keep close, keep them close. All right, my 6th tip is to be realistic about what you bring. I know that me as a girl thought, yeah, I'm gonna bring all of my outfits and I'm gonna wear dresses and high heels and 1,000 things to class, and I'm gonna dress up and look nice and all my makeup, all my jewelry, things like that. And then I got to my tiny dorm space and realized, yeah, I just wear sweats to class. And like, I don't really wear all of these pairs of heels and things like that. And then I had no place to put them. So thankfully my parents don't live that far away, so they were able to make a couple trips up and bring my things home. But if you go to college out of state or even out of country, that's not always an option. So make sure that you're realistic with yourself and just like, if you love wearing heels, maybe bring 1 or 2 pairs. You don't need to bring like all 7 pairs with you, you know? So just be real with yourself with that. Okay, tip number 7 is to make time for yourself right away. I know that I really need time to decompress every once in a while, and I like to do that in ways of kind of like having a pamper night, doing my nails, watching a movie, getting like all my hair dyed and, you know, my legs shaved and like the whole 9 yards. So I just feel good and fresh and ready to start the week. Definitely put yourself as a priority quite often. And make sure that, you know, maybe your friends do want to go out, but, you know, I just need a night to stay in, watch a movie, go to bed early, have a good dinner, you know, just have that time to yourself. And that will make college really less stressful and really good for you. My tip number 8 is don't give yourself too much responsibility. I know I had some friends who wanted to load up on credits and take, you know, 20 credits their first quarter, which is quite a lot, and work and join a sport and be a part of a club, and just had so much going on that they didn't have time for anything and they were really spinning out of control. And just be real with yourself. If you need a quarter to just adjust into college life, don't get a job right away. Unless you have to, I mean, understandable, but then maybe don't join a sport or don't join a club, and just make it easier for yourself to transition and to have time for you to comfortably do your homework, not scrambling to write your essay before you go work 3 hours and then go to your soccer practice and then go to your club meeting, you know? So just be real with the responsibility that you give yourself. Tip number 9 is talk to your family often. I know that when I moved to college, I did not have that homesick transition period. I was fine right away, and that was kind of hard for my family because they did miss me. And so I would say to keep in touch with your family, call them, text them, email them, whatever you got to do every couple days or so, even once a week, you know, just keep in touch with them, because you will be going home, and there will come a time when you graduate and your friends go and live their life and you go back to seeing your family often, and you want to keep those relationships. And my final tip number 10 is to save money. I know everyone says have money before college and make sure you work and stuff like that, but I didn't realize how real that was until I got to school, and then I realized how much I do spend money. And in college there's a lot of new experiences. Maybe you didn't like to go out and eat often before, but then all of your friends want to get sushi every Tuesday night, and suddenly you don't want to, you know, not be social and not go with them, so you do go, and then you end up spending money or getting a drink, and all of those things add up, and you want to have money saved. So definitely I would say at least have $1,000 in spending money saved before you go to school. Obviously if you're paying for your own college or taking out loans, have a little bit more saved, but I tried to at least have $1,000. I did end up saving a little more, which was a nice cushion, because if I did decide to go to a concert randomly and then I needed to pay $100, I had that money versus passing up all these opportunities, because I'm really big on like live life, you know, like get what you want, like live it to the fullest, and I didn't want to have to pass up on fun opportunities just because I didn't have an extra like $30. So definitely try to save as much as you can and just make those opportunities available for you. Alright, that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed my 10 tips for college and before you go type of things. I definitely learned those tips while I was living there and I find them extremely helpful. All of those tips I used or wish I had used. So from me to you, I'm really pray that it helps you and guides you and makes your transition to college or continuation of college helpful and smooth, and that you have a really great experience. So again, I hope you liked the video. I will be filming more and posting more, like I said, so make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below if you guys have suggestions for videos. If you have any other tips, I'd love to know them, or for my other subscribers to see your suggestions would be extremely helpful. So make sure to do that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!